This came up for, I think, Aries as well, one of their cards. I think it was Aries. It may have been Taurus. Okay. Which goes with the separation card, because the Seven of Pentacles is about like kind of being patient. The energy of being patient. All right, so Gemini, it's really, really interesting energy for you. So we have this dreamer energy, right? This leap of faith, like just like you are embracing your true self. You have done some work on yourself, and you have gone through this transformational arc, and now you are in a brand new place. Your feet are on a brand new path, and you are ready to just leap on it with a sense of openness that perhaps you haven't had in the past. It's really, really fun, powerful energy. It's a little bit like a full in love kind of energy. Like you're willing to take a leap for love. I feel like a leap of faith for love, in love. And then right beneath it, we have the codependency card. So, this is kind of falling a little bit into the past position. Like she's kind of looking off towards the past. So for some of you, it could indicate that there has been an addiction or alcoholism issue, and you are in recovery, or you begin to think about recovery. You're wanting to let it fall into the past, right? But either way, you're taking a leap of faith. So maybe for some of you, if you haven't been in any kind of recovery program, maybe you're taking a leap of faith and beginning to do that for love, or for love of self, right? Because it's always about self. You can never love someone else first. You have to love yourself first, as you know, Gemini, and then from that love stems love for all. So I think you're kind of feeling that already. And then for some of you, this codependency issue may not have anything to do with addictions in terms of a substance, but it may be addiction to a person or a relationship, or the idea of love. Putting all your energy into this idea that thing, that relationship, this idea of a relationship, of a particular person maybe that you've been crushing on, that person being the be all to end all, that person being the one who will then make you feel whole and complete. I feel like you're letting go of that more and more. You're beginning to understand the addictive nature of love, and what a temptation that can be for you. And I feel like you're really working hard to change this, because you've taken a leap of faith already, is what it feels like. And if you haven't, you're just about to. And you're working hard. You're really working hard at your craft. You're very focused on what you need to do to be the best version of you, Gemini. It feels like, regardless of whether you're single or coupled, working very, very hard. Maybe at work, just in general, if not in love, you're really focused on your work. But either way, you're starting to master the craft of whatever it is that you're working on. And here we have you continuing to work, continuing to bank the good work that you've been doing in kind of a storehouse, right? You're doing more research. You're consulting with elders. You're very focused right now, Gemini. If not on love or on yourself in love, you're focused on possibly on work. But the career and finances card did not come up, so I'm really feeling like you're more focused on yourself. These two cards feel very similar to me in terms of I don't know, just the shapes, right? Like I feel like this individual right here is very much mirroring the dreamer energy, the dreamer fairy here. Follow your passion when it comes to your career, or just to what makes you feel whole and complete. Be the best at what you can do, being compensated for your creative talents. Like you're really starting to see the rewards here, and it excites you, and you want to keep working on it, keep doing it in a very manifest, real way. And it's really interesting because as a Gemini, you are an air sign, so it's very easy for you to be up here and play in the realm of ideas and concepts. But here you are really grounding yourself, which is really nice to see, because it's not always easy, especially for an air sign. So I want to congratulate you on that. And then I just want to say that under the deck, I turned the deck over just to see what's underneath. And we do have this Four of Autumn energy. So sometimes, when there is change like this with the dreamer energy, we can kind of get a little bit worried that what's coming isn't going to be as good as what we've had. And so this energy is to let you know that it's still kind of underneath the surface there. And it may pop up now and then, Gemini, but just know that you are worthy and deserving of all the change that you're making, and that there's many good things to come. And, this fairy is kind of looking kind of, into the past, and she's not really feeling as though she's worthy and deserving of what she has now, and she's seeing herself as being lacking in something. But you're not lacking in anything, Gemini. You're whole and complete, just as you are. You're perfect, just as you are. And the work that you're doing isn't to make yourself more perfect, the work that you're doing is to reveal more of yourself to yourself, more of your perfection to yourself, more of the beauty that you have within. You're just working hard to chip away and bring it out more and more into the open, so that you can be more open-hearted in love, regardless of whether you're coupled or single. All right, so we have the separation card, as I've mentioned, right in the center. So it may be that there is a time, there either this entire time, or there will be a time during this time period where there is a little bit of distance between you and your partner, if you're partnered, if not physically, at least maybe emotionally. And if you're not with someone, it does look like there may be, this may not be the time to be with somebody. It'll be different for everybody. But the separation occurs for a reason, because you're working hard, it looks like, as I mentioned, chipping away, understanding the beauty and the truth of who you truly are, and you're bringing that out into the open more and more. And it may be that there is this past life relationship that you've kind of you're aware of on some level, either energetically or consciously, and it's part of the reason. A lot of times these past life relationships, when there's like some karmic contracts involved, they do push us to understand ourselves better and to reveal more of ourselves to ourselves. And I feel like this past life relationship is either, if you're not aware of it consciously, it's energetically, it's coming in, because it's kind of here in what would be considered the kind of a little bit towards the distant or to the future of this time frame. Although it doesn't have to be. It could be this person. You've already known this person before in this lifetime already. But maybe they're coming in more strongly after a period of separation here. All right, so Gemini, that is pretty much your reading. I don't want to go on too much about it. I'll get 3 cards on this. Just to let you know, too, I did turn the deck over for the Romance Angels Oracle deck, and it does say worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So if you have been feeling as though love will not come in for you, or that you are in a partnership, but the partnership has had some distance with the separation card, don't worry. It's happening for a reason, and it's the divine is looking out for you, Gemini. So just know that everything happens exactly as it should, and it's going to be, when it comes in, it's going to be dynamite. It's going to be worth waiting for. So don't worry too much about that. All right, so let me get 3 cards though for you, just looking at this past life relationship, Gemini. And I'm going to get 1 more card for you, and I'm going to close out your reading. Looking at this past life relationship. Princess of Summer, 3 of Winter, Unity. Okay, so looking at this past life relationship, it does look like it has been kind of a very emotional experience. It has exposed parts of your emotions to you that maybe you weren't aware of. It's allowed you to understand your emotions more, to get more in touch with them, and you're feeling a little shy about it. Like you feel like an innocent in a lot of ways. So whatever this past life relationship is for you, Gemini, it looks like it does make you feel a little bit like a giddy teenager in some ways, where you're not quite sure, you're not as confident as you might be as the queen, so to speak. And then we also have that there's been some heartache around this past life relationship, maybe having to do with the separation, maybe with the fact that it's taken its time, maybe due to the codependency issues. I don't know. It's going to be different for everybody. It's a general reading. But there is some heartache around it, and the degree of which will vary for individuals, but what's really, really nice is that there is some change around this. We have this Unity card, the Hierophant in the more traditional tarot, and indicating spiritual teachings coming in, traditions, beginning to look at your religious and spiritual traditions and wondering if you need to make a change. Do you need to be more conservative? Do you need to be less conservative? How do you fit into the group? How does this past life relationship fit into your understanding of your spirituality or your religion? Very much a card of change, encouraging change in this way. And you're going to have it anyway, because you're taking this leap of faith. So you just need to embrace change right now, Gemini, because change is here for you. Whenever you take a leap of faith, you start to create a whole new life for yourself. And that's what you're in the process of doing here with this past life relationship. It's really, really interesting. Can also indicate marriage. So for some of you, this past life relationship may be someone with whom you were married in the past, or as I see it, kind of looking towards more of the future. So I kind of feel like this could potentially have have the ability, have the potential for that, but it's going to be different for everybody. So 2 cards came out: support and realizations and epiphanies. Really, really lovely energy here for you with the support, and then we have the realizations and epiphanies card. And I feel like this support is available to you from a lot of different sources. Certainly the angelic realm, you can call upon your angels and guides, Gemini, and ask for them to support you on your path, support you with any codependency issues, support you in the work that you're doing. But the support is, I also feel very strongly, Gemini, that the support is not only being offered from the spirit side, but very practically it's being offered. And this support that you're receiving, the way that you're supporting yourself, the way that others are coming in to support you, is doing so in a way that helps you to feel much more confident and much more able to project your sense of self into the world through your 3rd chakra, through your solar plexus chakra. All this yellow, and then the sacral also with the orange. It's just really lovely. Like, you're really getting a greater sense of who you are, which is what the dreamer energy is about. Embrace your true purpose. Begin a new adventure. Trust yourself, right? You're beginning more and more to trust yourself and to understand that your charisma and your sense of self is very powerful and an important way for you to express your essence, Gemini. And you're having these realizations and these epiphanies more and more. You're in the process of learning how to unfurl your wings. This butterfly's wings are kind of like this, but you're in the process of really opening up more and more to the world and showing who you truly are, not hiding behind a persona or not being grounded, So, okay, Gemini, I hope you find that helpful. I wish you much love, and I will see you on the next reading or at your private video or at your private reading. Till then.